I'm MOPAR Michael, and you're watching the Big Block 402 channel.
All right, we are back up here at MOPAR Michael's shop, and we're getting ready to put the truck 350. I just heard a song talking about a 350 Chevy, and I want you guys to check it out, but I'll link it. We're putting the MOPAR 360 in the Barracuda today. Looks like, is that the PTC? Oh, that's the one that was in here already? Okay. All right, so we got to get the PTC converter, put some fluid in it. We got to get it marked so that we know where to line it up on the flywheel. And right now he's cleaning off the old gasket off this Milodon oil pan. And he's going to be putting this oil pan and pickup tube on the truck motor. Okay, tube's on it. So get the get the pan on there. Then we're going to set this down in the old Barracuda. Start getting it all bolted up. Try to get this thing ready for No Name Nationals. I'm still fighting issues with the candy cane, but nonetheless, it's coming. Whether it's popping or snapping or whatever it's doing, it runs good at wide open throttle, and that's all I need at the drag strip. Wide open throttle. So let's get to work on this thing. See can we get this set back down in here today. All right, we are getting this PTC converter. Looks like it's been sitting in the box a while. I'm gonna have to clean that up. It's a brand new converter though. It's a 3200 stall. Should work out good. I got this SFI approved TCI flex plate. We gotta line this thing up and get it marked. Because MOPAR likes to do something silly and make their stuff go on one way. They like to I don't know why they want to do that. I guess when you got one that's balanced and matters. This engine here is externally balanced, and I believe that's going to be it right there. Yeah, I believe that's it right there. We'll get the bolts tried out. If it is, then what we do is we'll paint one corner white and the corner of the flex plate white on the other side, so that you know which one to line up. What's up, Callie Rose? What you doing, girl? But we're getting it together. All right, we got it lined up. This torque converter has two different sets of holes, and it lined it up. The first set of holes, it wasn't lined up, and I just twisted it to the second set. Now it's lined up, so we're going to grab some paint. We're going to paint one side of this so we can match it up, and we're going to go with some custom silver, Chrysler silver. Flip this flex plate over, paint the other side of it so we know which corner matches up with the silver paint. You don't have to do this, but I'm telling you what, when you're underneath that car and all you got to do is line up the paint, It makes you feel happy about it. Oops, camera turn. Focus camera and that all at the same time. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All you got to do underneath the car is line up your silver paint. You ain't got to fight trying to find out which hole is eccentric. All right, about to get this oil pan put on. Swap out this plate. So I'm adding some transmission fluid to the torque converter. I've already got one cord in here, so I'm slowly adding more to it, and then I'm lifting this thing up and looking at the level, and I'm just watching it go down. I don't know if you can see that with the camera or not, but maybe you can. And if it goes all the way down, then I'll add more, but it looks like it's about to level out. I think this is a 9.5 inch converter, so I might be able to get a little more in there. It ain't running out, so I think I can get just a little bit more. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if that's what you guys do. I'm putting the old Type F transmission in this MOPAR, which is, you know, the equivalent to B&M trick shift. This thing got the purple dye in it. Yeah, I think that's going to be about it. That level's not dropping now, so that's it. We put a quart and a quarter, 1 1/4 quart of transmission fluid in this little converter. We're going to swap that out. Oh, we got to get that off. We're going to get copyrighted. All right. Let me climb on in. See if the water's fine. And here's how you put a big block in an A-body. Well, big block 402 in an A-body. Got a little fluid come out. Let me set that on the ground. There's a little rag on the fluid. Start to run. Do that. The clean is in there. Huh? Oh, that's right.
Gasket for this.
Alright. Again. I spilled some fluid though. Didn't spill it, but it was running out of the seal. Just gonna have to run out here. We might have to spray some carburetor cleaner in there to get it washed out so it doesn't still be dripping. Alright, the 3200 converter is in the car. Got the oil pan, motor mount on. Got the flex plate torqued down. It's just about ready to set in here. Start bolting all this stuff up. No room at all in here. I don't know how you guys put big blocks in these cars, because with the headers on here, there's barely any room for a small block in here. We gotta clean these up. Before we bring that motor in here, we gotta clean these headers up. They got the felt all over them. I get a wire brush and hit that real quick. All right, we're getting close. This one right here is pulled back. I got it slid back all the way. This one here, we just push it. All right, we have got this header bolted on. We've got that header bolted on and behind the steering shaft. We're gonna have to push the motor back before we let it down any, because we're touching the frame right here, or the K member. So it's gonna have to go back, but we'll try to get this wiggled in. Yep. Camera said, hey. Dadgummit. Come on, camera. We can't really go down because we're not lined up with the transmission. Needs to come up. That's what needs to happen. about 1 inch from this motor mount hole. Yeah. I think if the transmission comes up, we'll be able to go back far enough. Or is that up all the way?
What?
Is that up all the way?
I don't know. I can't.
It might be. It might be up all the way. But ain't moving none. I think we're gonna have to let it down, or we're gonna have to pick up. I'm gonna have to pick up the front of the engine and let it down. Like that. Okay, we're close to the moving now. A-body header scrubber. Right here. We're getting there. We get these header bolts tightened up, we'll be able to set it down. We got it on the motor mounts already. We got transmission bolts in it. We just got to get this header. It didn't even start then. He's trying. We get the headers on there and get everything underneath done. It's coming. Alright, I got too strong with it. Snapped the stud off on the front, so we've got to pull the header back off. Actually, we can get to it right here. You're going to run a tapper in that back one, ain't you? Alright, I got to pull this stud out and then we're going to stick a bolt in that. This header right here is kicking our ass. Get an A-body. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. The headers are awesome. Alright, got the broke stud out. We're just going to put a... that stud was tight as crap too. Got the stud out. We're going to put a bolt in that. This back bolt was going in, but it was not happy, so we are going to attempt to... yeah, you can use that. I'm going to use a little crescent wrench or something. We're going to try to tap these holes in this head. Wouldn't be a big deal, but we've already got the header bolted up on the other side, and motor mounts are in the K-member. Not bolted down, they're just sitting in there. So we're going to re-tap that hole right there so that the header bolt will go in easier. It don't make sense because we just pulled this out of the truck last weekend and the bolts were fine.
I got something else.
But that's how it goes.
What's the road here?
Anyway, we're going to get this tapped out, bolt this header back up. Transmission's still bolted up. We got bolts in it. So once we get the header on there, get it down in here, we can get underneath and bolt the exhaust up, torque converter, get everything under, put the starter on it, everything underneath the bottom. Let it down, then it's just a matter of hooking it all up. we're getting there. We are hooking up transmission bolts right now. Well, not transmission, torque converter bolts. So we're getting the torque converter bolts in. Got the alternator on, but I started pulling the fuel pump off because he's got a Carter competition fuel pump we're going to put on here. And I've got a fuel pressure regulator I didn't bring with me. Yeah, why? Well, I can put the bolts back in it. Anyway, we got a Carter competition fuel pump going here, but he's got to get his AND fittings, and he's got to get some braided line to go on here so he can run a braided line to the factory line, which is only about 6 or 8 inches. But we're ready to turn it some more, do the other bolts. Let's do that. Boom. All right. All right, we are about done for the day. We have headers bolted up, transmission's all bolted in, torque converter, everything's bolted up. Only thing left to do on the bottom, we got the starter on, is we got to hook the exhaust up and put the shifter linkage on the kick down. Getting ready to put the water sensor in the intake. Got to move a heater hose nipple over. Put the radiator in, then get the fan and the pulley on and the belt. It don't like a whole lot to have it running. Then he's got to swap his distributor out and put the distributor in the... Oh, you already did? Oh, yeah, I see the condenser. Okay, so he's got the distributor in here. He's just got to put his plug wires and stuff on here. So, it's not far from firing up. But it won't be on this video. But we'll get a video of it running on the next one. This is about it for this one. What carburetor are you going to run on? Is that the where's your 750? That's the competition?
Yeah, I took the plate off of it.
Oh. All right, so that's a AFB 750 competition series. Planning on running that on here. It works good. All right, well, I guess that'll be the end of this video. We'll have this thing running real soon. We'll get it on the next video. Yep, it's going to be a fun little car. I think it'll be fun to drive, cruise over from the drag strip to Lambert's, you know, before No Name Nationals. Should be a fun run. I don't think I'm going to drive Candy Cane over there that night. Probably just ride with you in the Barracuda. But anyway, that's it, guys. Just be looking for another video. I don't know if we'll get one out in the next week on the car running, but we should have it back going pretty quick. Tomorrow is the points race at George Ray, so he's got to finish up. We're not finishing tonight because he's got to do some work on his other cars that he's going to be racing tomorrow at George Ray's drag strip. He's third in points, and he's trying in the index class, and he's trying to maintain that or pick up a lot more points. So I think the guy in first has got a lot of points. He's way ahead. But anyway, if you liked the video, thumbs up. And we will see you on the next video. I'm here with MOPAR Michael, and I'm Big Block 402, and I'm gone. Oh yeah, hit that subscribe. Helps the channel out, and hit the notification if you want to see more updates. Later.